Yo, 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 yo. Check 1, 2. What is this? The 5-footer coming with the roughneck business. You can see I'm just getting the level set. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, yeah. I hope y'all can hear me okay. I can hear me okay. That doesn't mean y'all hear me okay, but y'all can hear me though. What's good? Yo, what up, people? We are trying to answer our comments and our calls tonight. That's gonna be what we try to do. But I say that, and you see that I'm currently flying solo here. It's the Pro Show until Quo gets up in here. He's about to get on in here. Don Juan was running a little late, so I was just manning the forts, y'all. But what's good? What's going on, everybody? It's another Friday. That means we are here. It's ProQuo Show time. Hit us up, because it's going to be all about ProQuo tonight. We our guests are ourselves. We have Shen checking in. Shen Silva, as some of y'all may know, is from Wine and Dine with Shen and Kath, aka Quo's boat. Yeah, so if y'all don't know, you will. Salute Dan. What up, Fee? Is the goat for me, man? I mean, there's no one else here. I'm assuming. Do you mean moi? I don't know what I'm a goat of, but maybe it's just an old goat. I don't know, but good to see y'all checking in. Yeah, man. Just trying to do what we can. Yo, I got the Donnie Maker graffiti behind me. Shout out to my man Def Rock. I got the ProQuo logo up in the corner. Shout out to me. We got the HipHopCitizen logo in the other corner. Shout out to Don Juan. My name is Professor Lyrical. I appreciate it, Fee. I don't know what I've done to earn that, but my man Quo J Cruz coming up in here tonight. We're gonna try to break into J Cruz, meaning like we're gonna try to give you some J Cruz that you might not know. I'm gonna do a little J Cruz interview. We're trying to really catch you guys up to what we've been up to. We're trying to catch up with what you've been up to as well. So hit us up. We don't usually give out the inside link too often to jump in, but we do give in to repeat guests, people who've been on before. But if you've never been up and you're interested in maybe saying your piece, hit us up. We'll screen that, and if you got something interesting to say about what we're talking about, we'll definitely have you in here. Dan Don, Amazon, iTunes in store right now. Okay, Dan. All right, I haven't checked you out, but we'll have to look into that. We up on a few things too. If you haven't heard "Bye Bye," it's our debut single. Shout out to Freedom Corner, legendary on the beat. It really is a legendary beat. There's a remix coming real soon. But if you haven't heard about that, check it out. I'm going to share with you a couple things here while we getting situated. We're going to share first. I think we're going to go with my site. So that is the Professor Lyrical site. It's also where you can find some ProQuo information. So this is me. If you haven't seen me before, get familiar. There's the House of Lies, some other videos. Wait for it. The bio fades in like that. I'm kind of like gigging off the little things, so watch. Ready this? Here we go. Pro Shop. Now, we can't emphasize the Pro Shop enough, can we? The Pro Shop, you got your ProQuo tees, you got your ProQuo hoodies, your ProQuo shirts, merchandise, and other good stuff. Speaking of Quo, I think I see Shen back there, so that must mean Quo is not far behind. We're gonna get them up here in a second. So that's the store. We do the unofficial, official sponsorship. And this week's definitely unofficial, official sponsorship. I think you know who it is. It's more official than unofficial. So the unofficial sponsor is me and Quo. In other words, J Cruz, Pro Lyrical, the ProQuo Show. That's the site right there. If you have not checked it out, Mother's Day, you might need that ProQuo shirt. You know what I mean? It might not get there in time, but if you're in Massachusetts or the DMV, it might get like brought to your doorstep. Yeah, man. So some old records, some new stuff. And anyways, this is the ProQuo page right here. So this is the ProQuo biography. Check that out. It's professorlyrical.com/ProQuo. See some amazing artistry in there. which we've talked about before. We'll tell you more about probably as the show goes on. Quo's bro, man, doing the incredible graphics there. Shout out to Jay. The other Jay, if y'all aren't familiar. And in here, a couple pictures. Quo's been working on some stuff. Some press in here that's coming along. Media. The media is just a lot of videos. But we'll fill those up with a lot of ProQuo ones as we go. Contact, yeah, I don't need that. Raptivism and events. So as I am able to get some of this edited and taken care of, these are just a list of the events that we've done and I've done. Some of them don't have the proper pictures on there, but when in doubt, go with the ProQuo logo. You know, I've had the pleasure of doing 100 institutional events, colleges, high schools, universities, mostly colleges and universities, some corporate things in there, but these were all the ones that are booked. In other words, ones that are the good type. Not so much the club shows and stuff, but these are more like institutions and colleges and so forth. That's what we do a lot of. So reach out if you're trying to have us come through. You're trying to have Quo come through. You're trying to Pro come through. Of course, you're trying to have ProQuo come through. That's how you reach out. So enough about that. I figured that'd be a good way to start until Quo was into place. So that's the ProQuo Show stuff right there. And I think, Shen, I'm not sure if back there, Shen, is your mic feeling good back there? You think you're good? Is that I can't hear you. I can only see you. So you have to give me the head shake. Yeah, that's a thumbs up. All right, cool. So why don't we try to add you in there? Boom. Is that
Can
fast?
you hear me now?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Oh, look at that. All right. Hold
Yeah.
on.
So the magic behind the scenes is when you're in that green room, we can't hear you until you out here, but we can see you.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm here.
So what's going on?
Nothing. Getting back to the grind.
Absolutely. Well, speaking of the grind, you know who else is in the building? Bang! There he is. There's that other guy.
Who that be?
I was getting so worried.
What are you
My
worried
audio's
about?
not coming out right.
Oh, it'll get there.
We can hear you.
Shen, you sound much better than Quo.
Look at that. Thank you.
Clear and crisp. Now he's not bad. He's just he was a little awful. So I didn't even get my I see that he's all adorned in his ProQuo gear.
I know.
don't even
Where's
have mine on.
yours?
I got it on here. It's kind of like Drink Champs in here. It's like I got all kinds of things on the table. And,
How it sounding now?
Yo, what's good, Quo?
What's up, guys? Man, first and foremost to everybody, especially Pro. I can't believe last Friday, I wasn't here. I missed you guys. But we was on the road.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we were at the airport picking my beautiful wife up and my children. Because they was, where were you, baby? Tell the people just so that they know.
I was in St. Thomas visiting my fam because that's where I'm from. You know.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yes.
know?
And I'm sure you were
What kind of
very
food did you
happy to
have?
come back to Boston.
Listen, that
Nothing
first,
like coming into Logan after,
that
after
first-
the islands.
that first walk out of the doors, the brisk air that hit my body, I was like, nah, I can't be with this. No. This ain't for me.
See what Pro just did right there?
See that? See how
Yeah,
I
I
just
see
flexed
that.
that right there? I saw
The hat
you
you
in your
had in
picture.
the flyer.
Yeah,
There you
absolutely.
go.
Absolutely.
Looking nice.
I learn, I see, I'm like, okay, I see where it's at. And then I'm like,
We got my daughter's leftover water
Bam.
right here.
see that hat right there?
Look
I'm
at
trying
that.
I'm trying to get that
Logo.
out there. Shout out to Lenny.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
BRB apparel.
Yeah, absolutely.
Beautiful.
I got the shirt over here too. I was gonna rock the shirt
Dude,
too.
you see what the mister got on?
I do, man. I see what you're wearing. I was just saying that. I was like, you're looking real
It's
crispy.
official,
You know what I have on
people.
though? I have on something official too. That House of Lies.
Ooh.
Yeah, you can't even get that because I ordered like 3 just for me. Yeah, they weren't available. They're not available in stores.
Limited edition.
They're limited to my bureau. You know what I'm saying? That's real limited. I don't know if I want this way. I mean, I
the
showed
third
the
or the
logo,
first
you know.
drawer? Yeah.
You know what? It's actually the bottom drawer. I got the bureau. Bureau things to me are kind of like, it's kind of like a thing we're gonna look back and go, remember way back in the day we used to have bureaus. You know what I'm saying? Like dressers.
I think
and
you're
stuff.
right.
Yeah, they just seem so antiquated to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you do that. Like certain things that just feel like they're from a different world. Like I look at things sometimes and I'm like, this doesn't feel like it's from the current generation. Don Juan's asking me if my mic is on. Can you guys hear me okay?
I hear you good.
Yes, Don Juan, are your headphones on?
Don Juan, it's your problem. It's you. You're the issue.
Shen
I
told
don't
you.
know. I don't know. Maybe it's like the external world hearing us differently, but
I
Yeah.
didn't get any time. So did you give him the interlude to the tardiness?
no, I didn't do anything except show them the website and talk about products that people can purchase, and I mean, just doing that kind of thing. That was it. I wasn't even aware of the tardiness reason, so I stayed away.
Yeah. So check it out. So we're planning this out. It usually takes me about 35 minutes to get home, and I'm like, all right, if we leave at 8, we're good. So we started saying bye at 8, right?
What,
And then we
buy
get
from
out the
Ville?
house.
You left the Ville?
Yeah, bye from the Ville. Then it's now 10 past 8, and we get on the highway, and first exit, stop. I'm like, what? For 2 exits,
Any
just
rain out there?
stop. No, beautiful.
No.
It was just an accident. The
We
car
rain.
went right into the guardrail.
Ooh.
We got held back 30, so I'm like, yo, I'm going, running in here, setting up. So that's
cool. So I want to
you know.
know if you guys are in the same place. How does she have better audio than you? Is this a?
And he has a mic. Well, how sad is that?
He has a very
I'm-
fancy mic.
I set up very quickly, so I don't know if it's what it is.
Yeah,
But
but your
That sounds
mic,
great.
it's where the mic is going through later. Like it looks pretty, but
where it's translating.
it's
Back
getting
the mic
processed
up.
not
Back
through the
it
best
up.
situation maybe. So that's.
Are you too close to the
Mhm.
mic? Is that what's happening?
No,
Shout out to Mike.
it's a problem that hopefully fixes itself and irons itself out. But it's all good. Can you hear me enough? Can you hear me
We
better
can hear
now?
you. I
We
can hear you.
you.
So we're gonna solo you just because we missed you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I miss
gotta
you
lose
guys
us.
so much. It's crazy because I did. I really did. We had such an epic weekend, and I gotta
It is.
tell you, man, you are a machine, bro, and you hold a very high standard for work ethic, dedication. Duck out of it,
from
but
the
it's
praise.
true. I know. I do the same thing. I'm the same. You understand? I see what you did. But it's when truth be told, you have to tell it.
I'm trying to
You know,
find the best
and
place
pro.
I can duck from.
You a machine, Yoda.
Ducked.
Well, you know
Shen,
what?
you looking so beautiful tonight, girl.
Thanks, Bill.
Mm-hmm. I always flossing.
So,
How was your
gotta-
drinks?
Dan's saying the same thing out there. Dan is saying,
Ooh.
what did Dan say to you? Dan said,
What he
hello,
saying?
Nubian Queen. Okay, Dan.
Ah, thanks, Dan. Yeah,
Ew. Hair flip.
she does look
No,
beautiful,
Cruz,
don't she?
Cruz, that wasn't to you. That was to her, man.
I know.
He said
I'm-
thanks like it was him. He's like, thanks.
Yeah. Hey, I'm the one that landed her. You know what I'm saying? So
that is
hey,
true. That is true.
that's
It's true.
props.
He's true.
That is true.
Anytime someone gives a compliment to my girl, my wife, my queen, she deserves it. You just got to keep it,
And I
gotta
will
keep it at
take
the level.
once a
Now,
day.
There's a
he
level.
just chimed in with beautiful. hey, hey, hey,
You trying to get some. That's what
hey,
it
hey,
You trying to get
Hey
some.
now.
Get up the pace.
hey now.
Yeah.
There's a line somewhere.
Yeah.
There's a line.
Mm.
Yo.
Just so
Wait,
you
no.
know.
What I was gonna say is back to your comment about the whole, energy thing, the machine thing. Yo, it's easy
Yeah.
because you get motivated, man, just to do. First of all, we're doing child's play. It's hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And we get to do hip hop. Round the clock, really, and
Mhm.
and when as much as possible. And so, I mean, it's not exactly like it's grunt and labor. There's a lot of things you got to do. People talk about grinding, right? And I've seen on social media the definition of grinding, where people put grinding is doing the things you don't like to do so that you can do the things that you love to do, kind of like full time or whatever, or as much as possible. I don't know if I agree with that, because it's like I feel like we're grinding, but I enjoy it. I enjoy grinding when it's stuff that's going towards a good cause. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
us playing around with the website, you're playing around with the videos, not playing around, actually putting in crazy,
It's
crazy
yeah.
work.
I think to me it's the whole discipline, action of discipline to say, okay, when it's work time, When it's family time, it's family time. When it's play, all that stuff, etc.
Yeah.
And what happens is when you are locked in like we are, it's something that doesn't stop. So trying to shut that off can be very difficult. And I got to give it to my woman, my, you know, again, my queen, that she's put up with it and she loves it. You know what I mean? She sometimes throw a little shade, but it's like, baby, really? You know, you already know it's good.
Did I say that?
Yeah, but you know, it's
well, truth
it's
be
a
told,
blessing.
truth be told, there's definitely, like we're talking about the line with Dan. He said no line crossing. There's always a line. You know what I mean? It's very easy to drift on both sides of those lines because sometimes stuff just does have to get done, and it's we forget though, and I think you're guilty of this. Like I got myself out of this. You forget your own worth. You forget your own worth. If you're doing something for 9 hours, like you got to reassess and say to yourself, what is my time actually worth? Like if I was gonna book it out, and it's like, you know, we talked about that little math equation to figure out what you're paid hourly, right? Just talk about drop off the 3 zeros from your annual salary and divide by 2 of whatever your salary is. That's what you're getting paid hourly at your job, right? And it's like
quick math tutorial,
right? So, and if you make $40,000 a year, you make $20 an hour. You make $80,000 a year, you make $40 an hour. It's real simple, right? $100,000 a year, you make $50 an hour, right? So if you're making 6 figures, like a lot of people are, not everybody, but if you're making 6 figures, you got to think, yo, at a minimum, my time is worth $50 an hour if I was working, right? But most of us, I think we value ourselves more than what our job pays us if we're not working for ourselves. If we're working for somebody else. I mean, I know I'm worth a lot more than $50 an hour for what I can do in 1 hour when I'm working for my university, right? There's no way the university could fairly pay me what it is that I do because I'm a beast. You know what I'm saying? Point blank, right? And it's like there's no way they could fairly pay me, but they pay me as fairly as they can. But I know that I'm worth more than what they pay me, right? And I say that with all respect due to the institution that I work for. But then I sometimes will catch myself thinking about that. Let me double it. Let me say I make over $100 an hour, or that's what I'm worth, right? When I catch myself working for 9 hours on something, which you do all the time, right? You don't come up for air, man. You call me the beast. You don't come up for air, right? And I can point the finger because I've been there and done that too, and I still do it. But I'm just pointing it at you because I'm not going to point it at me. It's like you got to reassess and say, yo, like how much did I burn? Could I have given that to somebody else to do? Like I just hired somebody to do my website. Right? And it's like I hired someone to do my website, but then I've probably spent the last 8 hours playing around with it in the last 2.5 days since the website was finished, right? So for a very small fee, I had somebody do it, and then I copied all the coding that they were doing, and I was like, oh, that's what this is. Oh, some of the stuff is template-based. I'm like, that's how you do that. And now it looks way better than what Dude did. But Dude has skills that I didn't have, but I paid to acquire his skills, and it cost me, small change for me to
get those hours back.
To get to free those hours up, because that would have taken me a month to figure out what he did. But even though in now 8 hours I'm able to replicate the process, you know what I'm saying, and actually enhance what he was able to do. Now I got it. So I think a lot of times we have to think about that and say, is there something that we can outsource? Is there? And it doesn't always have to be for money. Is there a friend? Is there an expert? Is there somebody else who could be doing some of the stuff that I'm doing? It isn't because, it isn't because we can't produce, or we can't make this graphic, or we can't engineer the track, or we can't make the shirts or whatever. It's just sometimes, it's like it's just too much. You know what I mean? And it's like you got to think, okay, what is my time worth? And now think about what's my time worth to my family and my friends or whatever. And
and that's speaking on it's a great point. Like, to me, I see the future for the investment of it. I could take my time with it and keep it all in house and try to work some extra hours to put it into someone else's hands and then maybe trust that process. But what's real cool is that we've done this from the core out for the first project. I definitely can't wait to pass off engineering. I can't wait to pass off all the you know what I mean? I can't.
Because you spent like 2 months,
weeks at this point.
At like I would say 2 months of full salary hours at like 40 hours a week kind of job. Probably 2 months. I mean, you think 40 times 4. You know what I'm saying? That's like a
Easily.
month at least. 160 hours right there. Double that, 320. You're probably in that 320 hour range where it's meticulously working. Not because the songs even needed that much. It's just because, okay, let's say there's no stems on this track. There's no, like, it's not tracked out right. Or scratches aren't there. Or the vocals needed to be redone. And then, like, oh, we changed our mind. We wanted to change the production. Or let's not forget, there's 15 other songs that we got in progress, right, that are across a couple other albums that, oh, no, this one's going to be in the background, you know, and, like, we always got to reel ourselves in and be like, slow down, cowboy, you know what I mean? And I'm sure
well,
Shen can
it's
speak
cool,
to
too. Yeah, Shen,
Shen,
like...
Shen can speak to the hours that we
Shen knows.
I'm listening.
She and I was talking to her the other day. We were, like, really trying to capitalize on the freedoms that we have right now, and now that the kids getting grown up and, you know, we don't have to baby her as much, so we talking about real estate and, like, you know, getting involved in things when we can take other avenues of making money and generating capital to maybe possibly transition into that as a full-time job kind of thing where it's your own business, you know, with the side hustle of the music and everything else. It's, you know, it makes sense. So she was, I showed her a couple things. How are you feeling about that, baby? Being a real estate, you would be, me and you together be crazy, but you yourself.
I'm the personality of obviously.
Absolutely.
I would definitely be selling some houses. All right. Yeah, we just got to get into it, I guess. We got to research, you know, figure out what the first step is to get into that field. We'll see.
What's your biggest like forethoughts on it? Like when you think about the vision about doing it and the freedom, what does that do to your feelings and your emotions when you think about that?
What? Why are you getting so deep? Right? It's just really.
I'm trying to pull it out. I'm trying to pull it out, baby. I'm trying to pull it out.
You don't know this guy right here? That's what he does.
I know him too well, and he's putting me on the spot, and I'm just trying to list it. Okay. But no,
elaborate.
Why I gotta elaborate? Well, pressure, exactly.
Remember, you're an executive on your personality test. That's like very small percentage of people. So you are a boss. Always know.
I know I'm a boss. Okay.
Damn straight you a boss.
No, the real estate thing I think would be great for where we are. Like, there's not a lot of my skin type selling houses around here. Okay. And I got the personality for it. So it's just, I think we need to be in this together.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
You know.
But again, that's the whole, you know, when you come together, you figure it out. Where it's like, I told her, I was like, look, the centerfold, the whole inner core of who I am is wrapped around this music. And I know right now that it will never stop. So it always has to exist.
Yes.
But in the meantime and in between time, as I'm doing my balancing act in life, I realize, hey, we make more money. We can do more things by keeping our daughter in daycare longer. So we have more time to be able to get the things done that we need to do. You know, 3-4 hours a day adds up during a week. And there you go. You cut in 2 hours on my end. We take a couple trips. But bottom line is that what's beautiful, baby, is that we always figuring out how to become better.
Yep. We
and that's
evolving
key.
around here. Okay. We evolving.
That's right.
Well, speaking of which, right?
Okay.
So
Speaking of which,
Jay Cruz and I have been speaking about this whole evolving issue, and if you were listening at the very beginning, you might have caught me saying this. So we were starting a discussion on evolving as people and in our music, and wanted to kind of open up the discussion, and maybe for other people to chime in on this too, to see where people are at.
definitely.
So we've taken the direction of take it back 1 second. So when I did my previous this album right here, when I did shameless plug, when I did this album right here, which is, I know it's very bright, that is Put 'Em All to Shame.
Comes with a book, by the way.
Comes with a book.
An incredible book.
Comes with a book. Anyways, it's clean. It's 100% clean. There's no curses. I even have my old crew on there. Shout out to Sick Man, and shout out to Presence, aka Jay Scott. They were not clean on one of the tracks they were on, and I had to do the whole bleeping them out kind of thing, right? And I wasn't gonna necessary 100% sensitive. I was gonna be like, look, if you need to curse whatever, you can do it. I am gonna blur it out, but I'm not gonna say you can't say that, but it's not gonna make it to the final cut, So they were like, nah, that's cool. Yeah, you bleep them or whatever. And I had a previous album out called The College Project, which was featuring college students. There may have been a curse or two on that, but it was you'd be hard pressed to find where they were.
Yeah,
hard pressed to find them. And I did an album before that called Infinity, which did have curses on it. Some of them were by me, but I started rounding the corner. Fee said it to me too. Like when I dropped the album, he heard the album. He's on the album. Shout out to Fee, and he was like, "Yo, you could make that." Big curse.
Up! Oh, I gotta hit Fee.
Keep
going. Oh, my bad.
Yeah, I was gonna. He was like, "Yo." He was like, you can make that curse free. You know what I mean? You should think about it. And I was like, yeah, but I'm so deep in it. It's like so many things. Like I tried to sort of curb my tongue kind of where I could, except for like very, very difficult places to do so. And it was also, I mean, that was a different time in my life. That was like 2006-ish when that came out. I was recording it in 2005. The single came out in 2006. The Focus Is Back. And it, it's a clean song, but there's like a couple words here and there, right? So anyways, I'm going through this evolution of it as an MC, and I'm like, what it look like kind of thing. I'm trying to be this professor. I'm trying to be an academic, right? And what it look like, right? Every other word out my mouth is going to be this, that, and this. And then, you got a kid, and, you got kids, I got a kid, and it's like, I want my children to be able to hear my album. I want my son to listen to it. My son is actually very put off by curses at this phase in his life. He thinks he just turned 8, and he's just so upset by it. He won't watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier after just watching WandaVision because they curse in it. So he's self-editing himself. He's like, I can't. He's like, no, Daddy, I'm not going to watch it. I don't like it. I don't understand why they have to curse. He gets on me if I say like darn or anything like that, and I'm good with it. I'm like real good. I'm like, yo, he's helping me, So that's kind of the discussion. It's like to curse and not to curse, especially in your music, thinking about sort of the example we're setting or not setting. And is there anything that we can do? Like, is this the music that we want our children to hear necessarily? And why is it so exclusive right now to hip-hop? Like, it's not only hip-hop, but it pretty much is when you start thinking about how hip-hop dominates the airwaves and really the level of what that music is. And now we got to be honest with ourselves. The access that children have to this stuff is pretty much around the clock. It's pretty hard to police your kids and stopping them. It used to be like, oh, yeah, they don't have to listen to that or whatever. It's late at night or something. The world doesn't work like that anymore. So that's the issue.
Well, you pass that mic on to Shen. What are your thoughts on what he just said about like clean music? I think it's good, especially when it comes to What do you think?
No, it's good. I definitely don't like when our oldest listens to a song on the radio or listen to a unedited song on her YouTube or whatever, and I'm like, wait, did they just cuss? No, you're not listening to that. So you better find the edited version of whatever you're trying to listen to, because I really don't like it either.
Right.
Especially for my kids. I don't want them listening to music that they over here trying to dance to, and I'm like, did they just F-bomb that? Like, none of that. Not here. So.
I did it the other day to a Bieber song with Remy. Like, it's the worst word, but it was like, in my head, when I was growing up, the cuss music helped create who I am. Because it instilled a rawness inside of me, right? Yeah. My parents was the same way. My dad, especially my pops. He threw away all my stuff. I mean, trust me, I went through some stuff in my life with him, but it was all for a good cause because my parents did it. But there's the way that pros approaches it, I love it because that's the foundation for where your child can respect it at a young age. And I don't think I had that enforced on me because the parents didn't really understand hip hop at that point, but I do, and I feel as an artist. At this point in Jay Use's life, I did this in 2015. I was doing this rap that was called personal development rap. That's all I was spitting was personal development. Yeah. And then I started to morph because I said I want, more money, so I gotta adapt to the new. And I started to implement a lot of the new stuff and cut corners on my true beliefs. And from this point forward, y'all, it's with the ProQuo jump off. It's a law. We clean. And you know why it's a law? We clean because we gonna be throwing festivals and we gonna be throwing concerts that serve Kool-Aid, no liquor. We gonna be shutting the show down at 7 o'clock, and it's gonna go in the afternoon on a sunny Saturday. And you can't beat that because you could bring your kids with you. It's gonna be clean music, and if the DJ spinning something, it's gonna be someone from like 94.5 Lust or something like that spinning the joint to keep everything nice and clean.
And all 20 of us will enjoy it.
Yeah. Exactly. With that 20 kids. But hey, we did it for ourselves. Absolutely. And that's all we're looking for, like-minded brothers and sisters. You know what I mean? I'll be hood all day, every day. Hashtag that.
And we might go through some ish, and we might switch it all up. No, but you know, it's I always like to caution people. You know what I'm saying? Who not even, I don't know if that's the right word, but just kind of give the disclaimer that we clearly understand. You know, there's both sides to this discussion, and it's I get it, having been there, done that. There's different phases of your life. If you're 23 and single, and that's the way you want to live, and or 55 and single, or married, or whatever, it's definitely different to where people are in their lives or whatever.
And I gotta also say to that by no means at all do I feel like stripper music, hood music, all these different music should not exist. They need to exist. I feel it's important, but I feel it's important for the clean level to be just as prominent as that stripper music. Exactly. You know what I mean? So there's a lane, because everybody gotta have fun. We're human beings. Some people like that avenue, and that's a cool thing. And you can still be a good person like in stripper music. It's dope. I like Cardi B.
Why is it
I like it.
Cool G Rap is no saint, dog. Cool G Rap is talking about wiping it on the curtain after he's been up in your woman.
Okay,
I mean, it's
all
like,
right.
you know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be. But I mean that because it's like we always talk like Cardi's like the thing right now, but it's like they get so much scrutiny. And I get it, and it's like, okay, in a perfect world, I'd rather listen to Lauryn Hill educate my mind than I would about listening to, quote-unquote stripper music. But at the same time, it's like, I hate to throw that on to the women, because it's like, this is a dude-dominated world. There's a few women out there, they're making their money or whatever, you know what I'm saying? They're trying to get in a male-dominated world, using whatever assets they have to get in there. So, I mean, I get it, but it's like, we can't make it like all of our quote-unquote heroes in MCing
right.
Like, are off
that's
the
key word.
No, it's because it's like 95% of them
are
cursing up a storm and talking about actually stuff that really we wouldn't want any children to hear.
I got to give it up to Cardi
too.
Too
big of a percent, but you get what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you start thinking objectively through your heroes, it's like they. I mean, I love Kane and Rakim and Pharoah Monch. It's not like they've never cursed, but it's like they're low. You know what I'm saying? But and maybe there's a reason that's why I'm gravitating in that direction. But then again, I just said Cool G Rap, who's clearly no saint. He's a great dude. Met him. Talking to him on the phone multiple times. I booked him for a show. Was on the same label as me. You know what I'm saying? Blazed the World, the Infinity album we did. So had a multiple chances to talk to someone who was definitely an idol of mine, and he's dirty as a doormat in terms of like what he's speaking about. I'll bump him, I'll play him in the whip if no one's there, kind of thing. Right. But it's not like I'm not doing that right now. I mean, it's not like on my mind like, I gotta hop out in the whip and check out some G Rap or whatever. But I'm just saying that it's been there. Like you said, we came up on it too. It's kind of brought us to where we are or whatever. But then it's like, all right, well, let's define what we want to do, what we want to be about. You know what I'm saying? So, and I don't think you miss it in our music. I've never listened to our album one time and said, it's so unfortunate there's no curses. I don't even think about it.
You don't say exactly.
Nobody says that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's like,
and again, it's just, it's crazy, man. The world's crazy. But as long as something positive and really kind of blossoms that in their music, and keeps it that way, and it's still cool, that's the key. And that takes skill, and that takes a lot of self-knowledge,
right.
But like I said, I wouldn't change it for the world. Cardi, let me give her some props, because she said, because she's actually in all her rhymes, if you really listen to some of these bars, she's saying, I am on the pole for my man, not on the pole for these men. She says it indirectly, and some, you catch it here and there, but it's like the good boys only get it. So it's like they're good to you. She giving it back. So at least she's representing that in that music, and that's how I see it. But it's very underneath the surface. You'd have to dig to see it, and I just feel like that's something that should be known because she is promoting that, even though it seems like it's different. That was her background. So again, there's always a positive light towards things, and I mean, we just can't be talking about killing each other no more. That's the biggest thing for me.
Yeah, man. I mean, and that's the thing that keeps me out of a lot of battles, man. It's tricky. It's like, it's like I could tell you I could murder you as clever as you've ever heard, and it's not out of context. First of all, it sounds ridiculous. Even in context, when we think about we go to a battle, what are we really doing? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm in a couple challenges right now online, a couple head-to-head battles or whatever. I'm in this shout out to the Bars of Death. If you check them out online, they're doing a Canada versus USA battle. We've mentioned before. I think the 14th we have to submit. I got a week to actually write a verse and submit it. Actually,
you're so quick with it though, man.
But but my point is with that is it's like, I gotta go diss this other guy for my livelihood, right? I gotta diss this dude. Seems like a good dude. I'm gonna bring it to him. You know what I'm saying? I might say some of that kind of stuff, right? But it's like we know in context that we're not literally talking about like what we're gonna do, what we say. But at the same time, I'm always trying to think like, is there still a cooler way that I could do that and not like try to emasculate this dude or the dude I'm paired up against, his last name is Fats. I mean, he's a little heavy. You know what I'm saying? So where am I going to go with that? You know what I'm saying? It's like, where would you go with that? And it's like the cardinal rule of MCing, like nothing's off limits. Really? Like, that's one thing, like joking around with somebody's weight or whatever. But really, like, are you going to talk about somebody's girl, their wife, their kids? If someone's got a handicap, are you going to go at them?
But that's the difference between being a battle rapper playing checkers and a battle rapper playing chess.
And it's also the difference of winning and losing too, because I can tell you, if I go that route, I won't win. People will know I'm nice. They're gonna go, "Oh, yo, that's lyrical. He's nice, whatever."
We've seen it.
I don't really do these on the regular. I just do, in this kind of world that we're in right now. It's like, yeah, it's cool. We're promoting some stuff, let people know. Be like, yo, if you heard this dude, that kind of stuff. But it's like, truth be told, I'd rather not be dissing another human being for the sake of dissing another human being, just as opposed to rapping about something a little bit more here and there. Yeah, whatever. You throw a little jab or something, but I don't want to be throwing haymakers at people during COVID of all times, right? You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't feel right. What
do you do, babe? Do you mess with battle rap at all? Like, have you ever?
Not really. Ciphers here and there on BET.
Yeah, right. Yeah, like at the award shows and all that. Yeah. I mean, I think it's actually, it's just it's like a sport, Some people like to play basketball, some people like to play baseball, you know what I mean? It's all in the same athletic category, and being
it's funny
sport.
Though just how that sport has not evolved. Like that sport is devolved, like,
but don't you think, but like what about Loaded Lux though? When he pulled out and he came out in the suit. I mean, to me that was I actually was excited to watch that.
Me too. Yeah, me too.
It was different. But you're right. You're right. It's like here and there you find something. But in reality, Pro, you're doing that because every battle I've seen in the past like 8 months, 9 months, you do it in a very clever way, man. Number one, you're keeping it clean for the, you know what I mean? And you're getting creative with way. Yeah, I mean, that point, that 1%, bro, is so minimal. But again, you do it classic. It's a classic approach. And it's like, again, that breath of fresh air. That's what we always trying to look for. We've listened to nearly the whole album on the way from the Ville back home, just to, the one track of it.
Yeah.
And, it's sounding, I listened to on the way down there. We were listening to Drake. Shout out to Drake. Dope work. What album was that? Made the Views. 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 That Rick Ross joint, man. He went off, and it was,
and that's a whole nother. You're walking into a. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. But you're walking into a whole nother huge point. It's like the disses that Drake gets, right? It's like because people are so conditioned, I think, right, that there's a certain look. There's a certain way you have to carry yourself. This is the hyper masculinity in hip hop. And it's like Drake is not the uber masculine dude. And people will also hate on that because he has a major women crowd, right? A crowd that a lot of dudes would wish they had. And the dude is nice. Category. The dude is nice, yo. Here's the thing, like I have no problem saying this all the time to people. It's like Drake is better than 99.5% of all rappers in the world, yo.
Facts.
He's better.
Let me tell you something.
I don't mean you, but he's like, to anybody listening, he's better than you are. You know what I'm saying? We can say it. We can include ourselves. He's better than us. But look at what he's doing, right? With amazing skills, right? Being able to musicality relate to people, relate on a human level. What he's accomplished on his own is insane.
But does he write his own stuff?
I mean, that's where it goes. You know, that's where that always gets into that kind of discussion. And you know, I don't know Drake. I don't hang out with Drake. I don't even really hang out with people that hang out with Drake. But it's
let me tell you something about. Let me tell you
he
my
writes his stuff though. You know,
my conspiracy
theory. He might not write 100% of it, but you know.
Yo, conspiracy theory.
Oh Jesus.
So I think
like Don Juan saying, Drake also built an audience outside of USA.
Yeah, that's what I was telling her today.
Yo, get your 416 Bitcoin off the feed, man. Come on, ain't nobody buying your Bitcoin because you just posted Bitcoin on the middle of a. Are you serious? 416 Bitcoin,
man.
Come on, save
Bitcoin
that.
to the moon. Come on, bro.
Save that. Come on, yo.
On the real though,
on a Bitcoin feed, man. Come on now. I'm gonna curse now. You know, get me going. I'll block you, Bitcoin. 416 Bitcoin.
Don't make Pro cuss, okay?
Don't do it. Don't do it, people.
Yeah, right.
It'll be vicious. But on the real though,
Bitcoin investment. All right.
Drake is a when it comes to a person that's created the most perfect up and down flow, where packing and unpacking, and being able to always be clear. And you can understand him in the way that he puts the tonalities on all the words. His flow, man, is in a bubble of legends, you know. And I respect that. Drake he's a GOAT, man. It's undeniable. But I'll tell you what, he is biting. Who's my homeboy, baby? Jadena. Yeah. You know, he biting Jadena a little bit. You know what I mean? A little bit on the singing tip on that album because I was like, yo, this sounds just like Jadena. And Jadena he's a beast, man. I didn't even know how to
say his name. Yeah,
I know, right? I'm just guessing.
I think it's Jadena. That's something like that. It's a hard. He don't say it much, but you know who he is.
Yeah.
His that Su. Come on, man. That's my joint.
You know what was my joint was? I'm a classic man.
Yes.
That video was on point too.
It was. I liked it.
Was on point.
Yo, I won't be rapping. I won't do no rhyme for your rapper boy. He said something. Man. Yo, what's the name of that joint, boo boo?
What?
The one where he raps in it. He does the flip and it's on that. Yo, he bodies it.
Yeah, you gotta get
it. I can't remember the name. It wasn't on his last album, and it wasn't on the. It might have been on his previous one, but anyway, that's Matapan right there. Yo.
Andy, we're not missing out on Bitcoin. We understand. We read the news, bud. Okay, we're not missing out. We've heard there's a thing called Bitcoin. Why can't I see
these people?
Yeah, it's like
you got to look in the comment. It's because you get your phone sideways.
Y'all missing out. Look at what cryptocurrency is doing for African countries. For example, Nigeria.
Oh, jeez.
What does that have to do with what we're talking about? I'm just wondering. I'm just curious. You know what I'm saying? But
he's trying to get it. He's trying to get his voice heard. I'll tell you what, man.
I posted a thing on my page the other day. I'm like, if y'all come with me with some Bitcoin in your name, like you getting deleted on Impact. You know what I'm saying?
Snap.
You know what I'm saying?
They came at you with that one.
Yeah, dog. Yeah.
Put it down and say,
it's like, dude, I don't know you. Why would I make any investment moves with you? I don't know you, dog. You know, I'm not. Yeah, all right. I gotta stop.
Andy B.
Tell Andy to become a paid sponsor. Yeah, absolutely. Andy should become a paid sponsor. If
Fact.
Andy's got it like that from his Bitcoin profits that he's making, all that Bitcoin profit, that he's got, he should be able
and y'all can go to ProfessorLyrical.com. Check us out there.
You can go to ProfessorLyrical.com.
Very, very elegant.
Very easy,
fluid
there.
website.
You can go right on over to ProfessorLyrical.com.
I don't know, Jason. Jason, I don't know, but it's all good. Andy, you got you speaking up. You got something good in your heart. I feel it, but
I don't know how you feel it.
You broke one of Pro's rules, man. You can't have Bitcoin in your name, though.
I don't know how you feel it. That's what I'm feeling right now.
I feel it because I turned a
Instant
$300
Brotherhood
investment.
IB Hood T-shirt, a mere $20. You can get that in blue. I want to get that in blue right there.
Hey, yo, my man Mac.
I want to get that in heather. I want to get that in light blue. Man, well, let me see that
light blue. Man, we got so many colors.
Oh, that's I got that one in light blue. Fee got that one. Shout out to
fresh.
Fee. Fee bought the first one, man. Fee, I mean, your mom technically, came through with the but Fee had that thing on reserve. I mean, like Fee had that on
serious
reserve.
though.
I got that one too. I got that heather.
Yo, Shen actually said, she was like, "Yo, where's mine?" So I was like, "Damn, baby, my bad. Yo, we gotta flip this batch first."
He told me I had
Is
to
that what he
buy
did
one.
to
I said, "Wait, hold
What?
up, how
I got a whole
buy-
box of them, babe. We got a whole box of them.
Isn't your money her money? Like kind of thing.
If I had to buy one, if he's buying it,
That's right.
Absolutely. Anyways, so that's
I want
that's
a hoodie.
enough. So go to
I want a hoodie.
ProfessorLyrical.com. Go to if you want to find ProQuo and all the info. And all
Look at
the
that
details,
backdrop.
You go to
Look at that.
website. Look at this.
You go to
All official.
ProfessorLyrical.com/ProQuo. You know what I mean? And you can just click right there. You can just click right there.
What's good, y'all?
And it's that easy.
Checking out ProQuo.
It's that easy.
Hey, yo, it's crazy times in this world. That's why we doing this instant brotherhood. It's all
Instant
about the love and the
brotherhood.
respect.
You know the single.
We appreciate y'all.
And
for coming
in fact,
out tonight.
if you click this logo right here, look where that takes you. It takes you right on over to Spotify.
Yo, let's talk about that Spotify, bro. Baby, what did you see when I showed you that number? Was that 1,585 with nothing but just putting the song out?
We're actually shocked.
I
said, what?
I was looking at the other day. It had like 200, then it had like 300, then I was like 5. I was like, Jay. And it's funny. It goes in an inverse relationship to my monthly listeners.
He's like, yo, I'm losing
them. I have none. Yo, it's like they're all. I went from like 2,000 to 1,000 to 500 to like, okay, all right, I see what's happening here.
They all going to the ProQuo side of the force, yo.
Forget, man. They forget. And that's all good, man.
It's all good because when you go to that website, you can buy some epic classic material, the vintage,
Bye-bye.
the beautiful
Thanks,
stuff.
Jason.
That's right. Bye. Yeah, Jason, what's up? Thank you, bro.
Scott E.
Appreciate that,
Goldstein,
man.
Bitcoin is a fraud. Oof, okay. Well, that's,
Yeah, people got
that's
opinions
strong.
about everything. Yeah,
That's
That's strong. Okay.
I mean, if there's some brave tokens in the mix, I seen some of these Facebook things all set up, man. We're not looking for your money for donations and all that. You want something, go cop this thing, go play it on Spotify, become a listener, get some merch.
Or book us to come to your house.
Or book us to come to your house. Right.
We'll
We do
come
some
rap at your house.
custom things. Yeah.
Yo, we do some
Baby,
custom
just
things.
again, you looking so damn fine though.
You guys got to stop.
Boom, boom, boom.
You know what? I have a better idea.
Oh, what?
I have a better idea.
What's that idea, bro?
There you go. So you guys can be side by side, and I'll just
Oh,
jump
no,
on
look at
it.
that. He's like, all right, we're gonna go to sleep. He's like, I'm gonna sleep on the couch.
Oh, Jesus.
I have slept on it.
Yo, my couch is comfortable though, huh? That couch is comfortable,
Your
man.
couch is very comfortable. It really is. It's very. What
I
is it,
will
the
have a multi-bedroom home soon. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
But-
I just saw Fly in there a second ago, and he's gone. I didn't. I hope he.
Oh,
comes
he's
back.
dialing. Yeah, I get it to LD too. Hopefully LD come through.
LD.
Baby, Black Diva, you are the best. Look at you hanging out with the boys, chilling, having a good time.
She's right about now. She's thinking like,
Nah,
I probably.
I'm gonna bring a present. You two talk. I'll be right back.
Time.
Bring me
Oh,
a
wow.
present. It
He's
better
bringing you a
be
present.
in a wine glass form.
See, what's up with Wine and Dine? And what's up with Kath?
Catherine is out and about. She's
Kath lives
been
a very,
stuck
very-
in her house for like a year and a half. Child.
So she's making up for lost times.
Yeah, she's making up for lost time. She's out and about with her people. She's going on vacation next Tuesday.
Man, she's living that life. Is what she's doing.
Well, she's trying to catch up to me because I've been out and about. Okay.
Speaking of living that life,
Mm-hmm.
there's Fly.
Yo.
Baby, you want to show
that ring, bro? Liquor.
Show that ring. What's that ring?
What?
What's that ring
Alright,
at?
messing with
Come on with the bling glasses.
Okay, hold
Yo,
on.
you blinding them?
Wait, hold on. Oh, it's in here somewhere.
Yeah, you got to turn it. There you go.
Wait, what they doing to my light? What's going on?
Have y'all heard about? Have y'all heard about the rings for men now? Have you been hearing about that? The engagement rings for men.
Nah,
Who's doing that? Please tell me who is.
That's mad corny, bro.
I'm telling you, they're coming out with the male like engagement ring. Like, yo, you gotta get something.
That's out of order, bro.
That's not cute. That's not cute at all.
He said that's out of order, bro. Fly, what's up, bro?
What up, Fly?
What's up, Brody? Hey,
Yo, man, I was listening to.
Fly, you can cop a ring for me and Quo. I mean, we'll take what you got. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I got a ring light. I can
Exactly.
There you go. Look at that. Quick out the top. That was a freestyle right there.
You feel me? I can't be copping rings for the gym.
You know who doesn't have a light? LD does not have a light. Look at LD.
Oh, that's all good. My brother LD.
Big bro.
LD is in the dark, man.
See, now this right here, this is cool. This feels like a good episode because we got family in the building, man. This is the foundation of a bigger picture right
LD
here.
looks like he's trick-or-treating. He's going house to house. He's going house to house. He's at the front door.
Man, you guys.
I got no candy, man. I got a Diet Canada Dry.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I was asked to be on, and you guys.
This how they treat they guests.
That's how we treat our guests when they come to the front door and they hide themselves.
Yo, you know what's bad funny? Look, when I used to go to my boy's house back in the days, right? His dad was mad G. He's from California, right?
Right.
And we come over there and he played tricks on us sometimes. And he'd open the door and I brought my brother with me one time, right? And he looked at me. He's like, "Yo, who you?" He's like, "I don't know." You shut the door right on our face, yo. I was like, dude. Yeah, so I won't do that. Ever.
Yo, Jason wants to know if we can. Jason's on the YouTube page. Jason wants to know if he can pay crypto to buy the to buy the merch.
It'll be available soon. Definitely, we're gonna have that option. Just not right now.
I like that.
But
I like that he even asked that. That was clever.
So I think Fly, you ain't hurt. So oh snap! I just slipped. Did you catch it, bro? Oh, you didn't say. I slipped on some wax because we got some slip wax up on He Praise.
Oh yeah, shout out to Slip Wax, man.
Bro,
shout out to Slip Wax.
Fly, wait till you hear this joint. Did you get that, pro? Were you able to get that on the email? Why don't we ask that the Freedom Corner family can fit it? Yeah, it was like the last. It's a long file because I didn't cut it right, but it's all good. I think we need to play that.
Yeah. I loaded it.
Fly, wait till you hear this, bro.
You trying to hear it now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, all right.
It's a perfect time to sponsor He Praise, produced by Genesis 7 Productions, featuring F.L.Y. Forever Lives Yahweh, and DJ Slipwax.
And technically, it's an exclusive because we've not played this version.
They ain't heard this in a long time, people. It's come a long way.
This song, but not this version. All right, so
I think Boo Boo's oh, there she goes. It's all good. Stay with us. We all love you.
Let's run it here. We're trying to play
He Prays.
Bang, bang. There it is. All right, let's do it.
I'm gonna kill you.
That's not.
Don't kill me.
All right, here we go.
Hit your knees real quick. Yeah. Down. Hit your knees real quick. Hit your knees real quick. Down. Hit your knees real quick. Let's skip the pleasantries. I'm more about that action is the remedy. To me, that's the heavenly blessing. I question everything with faith that it will work out. I work it mentally, cause deities to me have never been really about that equity. Create my destiny. Watch the world open sesame. Since y'all been watching Sesame Street on beats incessantly. Professing these gems in the streets before my specialty. Speaking mathematics in class, my rap is therapy. Incredibly, rose to the ranks with growth steadily. My comrades falling off the feather knees like leprosy. Treachery and jealousy catching up something terribly. Many brothers questionably gone, them John Kennedys. Been an accessory, longing for them accessories. Long as me alone, been butter, been had the recipe. Word to my enemies, I heard them say, if y'all ain't praying in this game, you better be ready to be prayed. He prays. Hit your knees real quick. Down. Hit your knees real quick. Hit your knees real quick. Down. Hit your knees real quick. Yeah. Hit your knees real quick though. Hit your knees real quick. Hit your knees.
see you think. EQ the words, we don't need that drink. Fight through the urge, grown man instinct. It's consequential that I lead that rink. Armor loaded with the kinks, so I feed that sink. A lot of tears, rap pain, surely need that mint. Self over everything, I see that link. Ghosts leaving footsteps, don't need no shrink. Been the pill before Phil, that's the book I print. Run the court like Phil, that's the mail I sing. Everything kept real, 90s tip. No bricks with the lip, BL's will fear my whip. Close my lips, say a prayer, then I do my shit.
Hit your knees real quick. 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 Hit your knees real quick.
Look, I pray, and I don't mean predator. Bombard heaven, hoping God help me level up. Say they digging God till it's time to pick that shovel up. Faith in no work is like etc. Young Roger Federer, I'm keeping up racket. Ballin' like I'm in the NCAA bracket. Remember when the only meal was the ramen in the packet? That's a thing of the past, like a Pelly jacket. Wanna know the tactic? Believe what you asking for more than a rapper. He's an ambassador, I could've been a trapper, but I ain't need the back and forth. Now I just finesse away the bull like a matador. I know what they mad for, it don't even matter. Got the adversary peed off like a bladder. Hit him with the flex, making hits like a batter. Climbing to the top and I don't even need a ladder. I pray.
Hit your knees real quick. 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 Make sure you hit the knees real quick.
Yeah. We my beautiful wife wants to say goodnight because
I'm exhausted.
her light dropped and broke on the bed. So anyway, she's saying goodnight to y'all. She gotta
Thanks
work
for hanging out
tomorrow.
with us.
Yeah. He said thanks for hanging out with us. My bad, I forgot you care here.
Oh.
Nice, sis. Have a good night.
Bye.
Good night, baby.
Yeah.
Peace out.
Take care.
Love you. Have a good night. I'll be in there soon. So my boys, yo.
Thanks, Keish. Is it?
Isn't that crazy?
Jason. Keishin, I'd like Goldstein to elaborate too. So Goldstein, if y'all missed this comment, he wrote Bitcoin is a fraud. But before that, he wrote old Jewish men write a lot of the rhythms when he was talking about Drake. Now that was interesting with the last name Goldstein. Talking about old Jewish men write a lot of the rhythms. I'm just saying.
There's a lot of
Goldstein,
different
I know what
input.
you're talking about there. Yeah, so some interesting conversation. I'm sure.
I know that we write our own stuff. That's a fact.
No, he was. That was back when we were talking about Drake.
Yeah, I know.
Who I say is dope. You know what I'm saying? It's like do I have Drake in my my playlist or anything? No, I don't. But
there's a flow
do
bubble.
I check for Drake like that? No, I don't.
Yeah.
But I acknowledge that he's nice. You know what I'm saying? When he comes on, I'm not changing the radio. Like, oh my gosh, it's Drake. He's so soft. You know what I mean? It's like, get over it, man. Get over it. Drake will crush you in a battle. You know what I'm saying?
Seriously. I don't know, man. He's in the bubble with, and you could put Wayne in there too. Wayne is in that bubble of like, when it comes to an incredible flow and being able to have clarity with your flow and being able to unpack, do so many different things. Those two boys are in the circle with Biggie and Nas and all the greats.
Yeah,
you know,
I had to agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
Nas has just really stepped it up as of late, and all around, just all.
Do I want to? I don't want to. I mean, we on a live, but
you talking about that most recent joint with Jay and Nas? Y'all heard that?
Jay-Z, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so please, guys, go first.
I wasn't gonna say anything really one way or the other about it. It's just I mean, you know, I immediately heard everyone immediately came out and say this trash, it's trash. And Jay, you're on the track. I mean Khaled is on the track, and you know,
another one.
And so and it's like, yo, I got no problem with that dude breathing all over tracks
he's a good
trying
dude,
to
man.
turn them into hits or whatever, because it's like there's there's something to be said for. I get it, right? First of all, let me acknowledge I get it. Like, yeah, okay, dude just says 3 words on a track, and it's, you know, all of a sudden it's a DJ Khaled track. I know he doesn't really produce, he doesn't really blah blah blah, but he is executive producing these tracks or whatever, and he's probably deciding the final say of like what's gonna happen and what's not. So that's something. Your branding and marketing, I get it. That being said, I immediately heard everyone talking about, yo, it's a throwaway track. You know, neither of them would really, you know, use those rhymes or whatever. Yo, they were gigging about those rhymes. If you saw the video about them, you know, back and forth, Jay calling up Nas. I don't know if y'all saw that video, but it's out there on social media. You can see, like, Nas going crazy over Jay's verse and Jay getting excited about Nas's, you know, affirmation of how dope it was, you know. They said some things. Was it their top
yeah, exactly. Lyrically, you can't. When it comes to Nas and Jay-Z, lyrically, you're gonna get the best. My whole thing was that when I heard it, I didn't want to listen, and it was the beat choice. I'm like, why are you gonna give Nas this? And it's no shame on anybody, but I want to listen. I want to be like excited to hear him, and I felt like, yo, let me lower this. I just don't. I listened like to it the second time.
I'll tell you this: I listened to it the second time. I liked it more. And the first time,
grew on you a little bit.
No, it isn't even that. It was I went into it hearing all the negative criticism I heard about it again.
Oh, okay.
By and yo, people got the right to the opinion. It's not. I'm not trying to paint it all one way. It's like, but I am going to say this. This is what I would say. I feel the same people who would just bandwagon say they don't like it is similar to the Drake thing. Here's some successful dudes dressed in a suit, you know what I'm saying, like sitting around in a tux, talking about how much money they've had and how life has been good. Yo, you're not in that position. So it's like, if you're hating on that, if that's your reason for not liking it because you're hating on that, or because it's not gangster enough for you, that's not your world. And I get it. You have the right to do that. But sometimes I feel the knee-jerk reaction for people, and I get what you're saying, Jay, musicality-wise, but I think the knee-jerk reaction for a lot of people online is, this isn't thug. This ain't hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. See, that if they're saying that, they're way off, because he was saying his bars are upper echelon. But again, it's like, I don't, with his sonics and that beat choice, it was just because I mean that's basically that make the pen. What was that? That Jay-Z record is basically the recycle of it, right?
Song Craft and Blueprint.
Yeah. And I mean, it's like
recycle strong, but I know what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. You know, remix, recycle,
callback,
callback. Yeah. I mean, I just felt like it should have been a different, for them to be on a record together. It should have been something different. That's all.
Exactly. It should have been monumental. It should have been like the production should have been strong.
Right.
And I don't know. I just
the intro with that singing. I'm sorry. I was like, dude, why would I'm only staying on because I'm about to hear Nas and Jay.
Exactly. If they had
otherwise, if they weren't on it, I wasn't listening.
I had to listen to the whole. That's another B. That's a B. That's another B. I didn't even get it. Okay, Beyonce's B, but I didn't get what the first B's were. You know what I'm saying? I'm listening to it I'm like, am I missing something here? He said, that's a B. That's a B. That's another B. I was like, are we talking about the same thing 3 times in a row, or is it some other B that I don't know about? Like, that was just me. So I was a little lost on that.
There's something to it. You know, Jay got something to that.
Yeah, absolutely. You know. I mean, he said some stuff, but I mean, actually, I was feeling Nas's verse more.
Exactly, it's crazy, like lyrically. But I was like, Nas's flow. I don't know. I hate saying that. I can't say that to Nas, but it's like
no. You can, and I agree with you on this. Man. And people do what you're gonna do, Jay. They're like, oh, it's Nas. Nas straight reads his rhymes all the time. When he goes, all those whack albums he was at, not whack albums, but the albums that weren't really. People weren't feeling it. He was reading his rhymes, and you can tell when dude doesn't know his lyrics. I'm sorry, he's not the flow champion when dude doesn't know his rhymes. He sounds very old school, traditional, blah 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 when he doesn't know his rhymes. When he knows his rhymes, he's the most lethal MC in the world. He is night and day. When he's like, "Yo, Nas in the booth," like blah blah blah. It's like, dude, just take it a little bit more seriously. You know what I'm saying? Like, he does do that. He does it. You know?
And Nas, if you listen, and we talking about the flow, bro. Like, I love you, Nas. Like, come on. But man, I hate to even have to think about the fact that I didn't want to listen to it.
Yeah.
Why though? We're all human. We all do tracks like that. I'm saying, dude,
I know, but this is to me. I guess it's because Right. This is the sad fact. This isn't a joint that he just released by himself. Blah blah. This went through a channel, and this passed the channel. Like that's my problem with it. It's like, how did this pass the channel?
Who's gonna tell Nas that it wasn't good?
Nobody.
Exactly.
That's the problem.
That's the problem.
We kind of telling you though, bro.
That's the problem.
Your lyrics were dope.
We're not the only ones that felt
lyrics
that way.
incredible.
Yeah. If you came back and did that track, Fly, if he did that track in 2 weeks when he knows the rhymes.
If Fly rewrote that verse and spit it, it embodied it.
His energy wasn't good. The flow wasn't just.
Right.
It could have just been way better. And then the expectation.
Adapting to. Yeah.
We all feel
Adapting
like that, man.
to
You want to go see a movie and you got high expectations, and it don't.
Superman versus Batman. I was just like, nah.
Come on, man. That was terrible.
Terrible. I mean, let's be honest. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And this is Superman and Batman, right?
However, I'll tell you what, man.
It wasn't terrible though. It wasn't as bad as that movie was. You know what I'm saying? It was
Yeah,
like,
look at that.
Like
That
Nas needed to know his rhymes more, and Jay-Z wasn't as clever as he thought he was with the whole intro. They went on for he wasted like 6 bars talking about B. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it was 4 bars. I don't know. I was like, dude, I get it. Beyonce's name is B. Cool. Let's move on. You know what I'm saying? Bitcoin agrees. 416 Bitcoin.
Maybe Bitcoin was one of the B's, and billion was. I don't know. I just couldn't.
Could be because Nas was talking about crypto, and he's right. You know, he made his little bag his big bag.
He actually made his real money in pharmaceuticals, man. Before any of that Bitcoin stuff.
I believe it. I believe
he struck some other deals though that end up being really lucrative.
He sure did.
Outside of Bitcoin. I can't think of what it.
Yeah, it was pharmaceutical stock. He had a lot of the Cambridge. He was
Cambridge group. Yeah. That's the group.
That's all. That's biopharma capital of the world. That's where we lived. You know what I'm saying? And my wife was in that industry, man. It's like every other company. And that's the thing. You don't hear about the losses too. It's like I'm sure a dude put a lot of money in things that never materialize. When you get that much money and you can just throw it around, you're gonna hit some winners, and it makes sense. That's why people invest. You know, diversify, wait for one to blow. You know what I'm saying? And but
he invested big time in one of these streaming platforms too.
Oh, that's right. Was
money out for
Sound? Well, no, I wasn't SoundCloud, but I know. I think I heard. Not Tully's.
I'm gonna look it up.
Right.
You know, Jay-Z just sold for $360 million. He got rid of Tidal.
Yeah.
That's a nice investment.
You know what's a good investment? The most official, unofficial sponsorship of the trio right here. It's actually the quad trio.
I think there's 4 of us. Once LD gets the light going.
We talking about Mickey Mouse, Disney. When y'all make y'all next animation movie, right, and you want some hip hop tracks, you can come to the Clean Artist right here that even got bars about Disney in it. But we got the Freedom Corner joint. You know, we got the He Praise joint.
You know what else
that
we
in
got?
a movie for the kids, yo.
You know what else we got?
What else we got?
We got, and Fee knows this. Fee knows what's coming. Yo.
Oh,
I don't talk about it too often. But I do a lot of impressions. And
yes, you do.
I do a lot of impressions. Let's just put it out there, right? And so
put it out.
I rap pretty fast. So what I'm saying is, Disney, you own the Muppets, all right? You own Star Wars. You own Marvel. Kermit the Frog is your property. Now you gotta holler at your boy if you want Kermit the Frog to rap. And let's face it, you want to toughen up his image a little bit because Kermit's a little lost in the weeds right about now.
But he ain't you make him. He's called Kerm when you rap.
He's the marquee name though. Kermit is really big time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, hi ho, Kermit the Frog here. You know what I'm saying? I'm just putting it out there that I do a world class Kermit the Frog.
32.
Hi ho, Kermit the Frog here. You know, and I can rap. So if you want Kermit the Frog to rap and be like flipping and ripping, you know what I mean? Like you gotta holler. I can do the whole thing. And if you think about it, you know, Ernie is the same voice. You know, hey Bert, Rubber Ducky, you're the one. You make fail time so much fun.
Pro, you wildin', bro.
Pro is wildin'. I'm telling you, dog. I got it. Hey Bert, you want to rap, Bert? Dog, I got like 50 impressions, man. And so with if you want Kermit the Frog rapping, you're laughing right now. You're laughing. But
get that bread, man.
I walk into Disney and I rap doing Kermit the Frog. I'm gonna say it right now. I'm gonna put it out there. Whoever's doing Kermit's voice, you're on warning because you're whack. You're not good.
Mhm.
You're not good.
Mhm.
Everybody got a Kermit the Frog impression. Mine is nice. All right.
What about that? Yo, I mean, let's talk about versatility
Someday you will
real
find
quick.
it. The Rainbow Connection. All right. Let me
So,
Hold up, pro, play them that YouTube video that you did
What
for the
YouTube
school.
video?
That
What
you
YouTube
did for
video?
the school.
What school?
The one about the internet and when you're talking about program, you tell them how to do the. I haven't watched it enough, but you did it for the school. Like you sent it to me last
Dog,
week.
Doug, I started the show talking about I've played 100 schools, man. Like, what school,
I know.
man?
I'm trying
What are you
to
talking
hone
about?
in. You did it for it was a project that they wanted you to get on to explain.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. This joint. Yeah. All right, I know what you're talking about.
Pull that up. I believe that right there will show them what versatile is. I mean,
I got
this
that on
right
the
here.
site. I got that on the site.
And
That's on
shout
the
out
site.
to homegirl that put this together with the visuals.
Yeah.
Incredible job.
Let's
But
find out.
Peep this. Yeah, wait, we almost done, bro. We got
how the album
three
looking,
more days. The album is done, and then
Sheesh.
5 days from that, we're getting all the paperwork in order so we can bring it to Sony to get it going through the process, bro.
All right, there it is.
Oh yeah, watch this.
Good thing LD's here. We can talk to him more about that after. Right. All right.
Back.
So let's see.
Y'all boys wild, man.
All right. Here we go.
You hear Pro Wildin' with his Kermit impressions, man.
Yo, play that. Rewind that intro, bro.
We about to break it down.
Ultra. Can you hear the audio okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Pro. Yeah. Professor Lyrical. We about to break it down. Ultra. You wanna acquire all that knowledge? Take this wisdom like pearls, so y'all can aspire and accomplish, then go take on the world. Now, we ready to break it down on some ultra bass nav, simple symbols and some icons that you might not ever had. Plus is the ad like math, a similar concept. Whenever you clicking on it's because you wanna be adding more content or comment all over the web or wherever you want to roam. For example, announcements, check out the megaphone. Maybe you never phone home and like to text instead. Look for the icon with script for the text you get from the professors, and yes, and some are better, of course. Well, you can check the star for your favorite course, of course. Pencil is editor, write and fit more. Looking for attendance, better check out the clipboard. You want to be getting more options, and you probably should click this. Them three little dots, often called the ellipsis. You want to fix it, then look next what you use. The clue is it's a wrench that you click for books and tools. You're using group sets of one with three people there. Three little circles like a clown with an evil stare. And for the people there in your class, the roster, that's the one with two heads to check if someone's an imposter. There's a lot of content up in the top right corner, left to right, starting with them file drawers. The style of drawing sorta hard to tell what it is, but that's where the content for your course forever lives. Next is the calendar, and after that's the bubble text. That's for discussion. After that looks like a checklist. That's the grade book, and after that's the messages. Don't be afraid to look, that's what my suggestion is. List or a grid view, I ain't trying to dish you, but 3 lines is the list, 4 dots, that's a grid, dude. Do your assessments when you can, there's a button for it. Any device you can access Ultra from it, wherever you want from your place in the world. For y'all to aspire and accomplish and go take in the world. Yeah, that's it, unless there's something I'm forgetting. Oh, don't forget the gear where you can modify your settings. This ain't a lesson, just suggestions to help you, making that navigation learning stressless. You wanna acquire more than knowledge, take this wisdom like pearls, so y'all can aspire and accomplish, then go take in the world. You wanna acquire more than knowledge, take this wisdom like pearls, so y'all can aspire and accomplish, then go take in the world. Now, we ready to break it down on some ultra bass nav, simple symbols and some icons that you might not ever have. You wanna acquire the knowledge, take this wisdom like pearls.
Yeah.
No.
That's the big question mark face, man. That's incredible, right?
Appreciate it.
For real.
That's precision.
It was ultra.
To be able to do that, I mean, that would have taken me a year.
Nah, that's precision. That's precision.
Yeah,
You know, I
it took me
always
35 minutes.
have had a
Mhm.
That's why lyricists will always be my top MCs, man. Just because I know that the cerebral process, it's when you're deliberate about your lyrics, especially like as a clean artist too, and you limit the content or the access to certain words, because you want to keep your music clean. It takes a real lyricist, man, to constantly produce music. You got to be extra creative.
Do you ever curse in your stuff, Fly?
Do I ever? No, never.
Okay, I didn't think.
But you used to, definitely, right?
Definitely used to. What's funny, man? My homeboy, man, the guy that I when I first got to Mississippi, and started actually recording music, he played a song that's at least 12, 15 years old. I forgot we had even made it, like mixtapes and stuff that we used to record. I forgot about, and but you know what's crazy? I had songs then that I wasn't cussing.
You had it in you, yeah.
Now, Quo, how about you? Did you ever have any that were clean?
Yeah, in 2015, I did 25 records clean.
It was always there, man.
Yeah, and again, it was the process where I was saying, okay, I really want to make this a business. I got to treat my art like a business now. And the person I was talking with, they asked me a question and they said, how much you want to make with this? Like, what's your ultimate goal? And I said, bro, I want mansions and Lamborghinis. Like, not just to have it, but just to say I could have it if I wanted it, because I'm worth that.
Right.
So why not shoot for? Why does this guy that's got the Lambo have it and I can't? What's the difference? You know what I mean? That's my mentality. Not, I got the lamp. No. Why? If I want it, I want to be able to get it. Just like the Jordans. I want the Jordans. I want them. I'm going to get them. Why can't I get them? That's the why factor for me. And to do that, I was directed in a way that was great for me because it showed my true colors. It said, this is how I'm really thinking. Let's fine tune how I'm really thinking. Because I wasn't guiding the swears. I wasn't guiding the cusses. I was like, if I got to say the F-bomb, I'm going to drop it because I feel like that. It's necessary. I'm going to use it only when it's really powerful. But that's still slacking. When it's a record that goes on forever and your daughter can listen to it and her kids can listen to it, that's the forever method to say, let everybody else do that. I'm not going to do that. And that's what I loved about Pro and Fly too. I was like, Fly, man. I said, this dude is a Christian rapper. I mean, in all honesty, bro, my opinion, everybody entitled to their opinions. I'm a Christian that raps. Facts. But I am no Christian rapper. And I feel like you a Christian that raps, but you ain't no Christian rapper.
This is so what I always explain is because people often misunderstand it's not gospel rap,
right?
And so that's the separation, because like I understand and know and have studied the gospel and I know it frontwards and backwards, and so I have such a high esteem for what it means when you say gospel. It's a very specific thing, and so my music isn't
Mark,
that
Luke, Matthew.
You know what I mean?
Exactly,
basically, like in simple form, like it's the death, burial, resurrection of Jesus Christ, right? So that's the gospel, right? Anything outside of that can be content or relative, but you don't consider the Old Testament gospel. What's in the Bible? So it's a very specific thing when you talk about gospel. And I'm like, no, that's not necessary. That's not my music.
Thank you, Trey.
And so it's like, I definitely rap. I'm a rapper. Right, I'm a rapper. Like you said, I'm a rapper. I'm a rapper, and I put my faith in my rap.
Wait, I think you an ambassador though. I think.
More than a rapper.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I believe that. I believe that's facts.
I see what you did.
For real.
What up, LD? How you doing over there in the dark?
He chilling.
And that's the segue I want to serve too, man. To be an ambassador, to create conversation, and that's something that's been consistent with my music. That when people hear it, they hear the rap and they hear how serious I take with it and how much I put into my craft, and they can't get past though the references that I constantly make to my faith and my transformation about God, whether it's Jesus, whatever. And so people always asking me questions, and that creates the opportunity for me to be able to talk about the gospel.
When I think of you, Fly, and I'm gonna be dead honest with you, and it's crazy because I could be bias with this because of the fact I know you, we work together, you know what I mean? But I decide that in my fan head, it's not the case. When I heard you on your album, I was like, this dude is reminding me of when I first heard Andre.
Yeah.
3000. Like when I first heard him, like that raw, yeah, you gotta hear it. Like as soon as you touch the mic, your sonics hit, it's lock in. I'm a lock in with you. And that's a very rare caliber, as we know. And
Definitely.
how funny is it that I was saying earlier, and I'll repeat it in case you missed it. Anybody that's trying to mess with ProQuo, listen, you love our show, we love you back. You get some merch, we love you back. We will always be here for every fan that we have. And all you MCs out there, if you can't abide by this, it don't mean we don't like you, but there's a good chance, 100% chance that we ain't gonna work with you. And that is the law of clean. We clean. We shower every day. We brush our teeth every day. We floss every day.
And he don't mean on like you don't cursing life on your tracks. You're just saying not on ours, not on things that we're doing together. You know what I'm saying? We can't
exactly when it
get
comes to
down
ProQuo. And J. Crew's gonna do the same thing though. When I do my solo J. Crew's quote, J. Quo Kane Crew stuff, it's on that clean philosophy because the one thing I regret would be going back on that. But I still don't regret it because I learned so much. So I had to kind of do what I did because otherwise I wouldn't have really give me the full paradigm shift. But going to it, coming back, and now going full circle and saying, yo, this is the way, it's the only way for me.
That's the evolution though, man. That's the constant desire to grow as an individual. Reflects through your artistry. That gives you longevity. You got people that can come and make a hit song that can make up stuff. But as far as the longevity, it comes through a reflection of who you are as a character. It constantly comes through your music. I think that's why a lot of us appreciate our favorite artists when they were younger because their music was more, we related more to it because it was raw and emotion. And then, they amass a few millions or whatever, and we feel like they changed, but their life changed. And so their content changes. And so your music will forever be a reflection of who you are. And so you're constantly growing and evolving and learning more about, the promises you make yourself about not going back and things like that. And you become better. Never perfecting it, not in this form, but as best as we could, man. Just every day trying to get it right. No matter what it is.
I feel like that process to get it right, you walk through doors, it feels like, and sometimes you feel like I feel like in the last 10% of my life that I sort of have my own formula down. You know what I mean? Like I feel like that I know exactly what I want to do before I pick up the pen, before I write. Yeah. I know how I want to sound. I know I got a clear vision.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like, but did we earlier? You know what I mean? And it's like,
nope.
You're right, because you're kind of experimenting with it, and you're seeing like, I mean, I could rhyme 20 different ways as you guys can. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, but I think I generally have a small pocket of which I feel most comfortable in, and I gravitate to that. It's not to say
have a good night, Tree.
I won't push the boundaries. Tree, I wanted to say one thing before you bounce. I mean this. I have a lot of connections in journalism, especially through Boston and Boston University specifically. So if your son really is doing that, that's great. Congratulations to him. That full scholarship for journalism, man. That's dope. And I appreciate you wanting to get a hoodie. That's dope. But hit us up directly more about that. My email is lyrical@professorlyrical.com. I definitely have some people to point you in the right direction of in the Boston market, and specifically through people that have come through journalism at Boston University, whom I know personally. So, and
if you can't remember that, you just email the ProQuo Show at gmail.com.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, man.
I mean, I'm sorry.
No, go for it, bro.
Yeah, and I was just saying, like, once you know your own formula and you're comfortable with it, then it's easy to make those kind of statements. You know, it's kind of easy to say, "Yeah, this is what I do. This is what I don't do." Not to say you can't vary and you can't switch it up or whatever. But it's like this is my general lane that I'm in. And here the funny thing for me is, and this has been for a long time. You know, Jay was talking about the sort of the, you know, I want to get that. I want to be able to be at that point where I can just do this and this and this. I feel like I've never, not never, early on I probably did, but I have no desire. When people say make a hit single, I have zero desire to make a hit single. None.
Yeah.
I have no desire to make a hit single.
I understand that.
I only care about making good music, and then I hope as many people as possible jump on that. But I don't care, dog. I have no care about like what level it does. What? Yeah, I would love 50,000 people to hear.
Let me tell you why. This is why I would care.
But if they don't, I'm not going to lose any sleep. I'm going to work as hard as I can to get as many people to like it. Yeah, but if they don't like it, they don't like it. But I know where I am, so you can't rattle me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to like it. I do. You know what I'm saying? And I want to find all the people who do and tell you, you know what I'm saying, and expand upon that. But
that's what the care is, though. See, as much as, to me, my care for the little things like these Spotify numbers, LD flat. So we did the Bye Bye single, right? And I mean, we told, I probably told maybe 20, 30 people. Pro told probably maybe the same, but
pretty much
over a week and a half, 2 weeks, it's already grown to like 1,600 listeners on the ProQuo page. So,
and we do minimal
just from releasing it.
Oh
yeah, we didn't do nothing. I haven't done.
I've been doing mixing. Like 200.
That's exactly. I wasn't thinking, but the point is that the care is the fact that we reach enough people so that we can pull as many of us, and it doesn't have to be an artist. I'm saying that us, where it's like, you know what, you need to listen to this because you're going to elevate your mind.
Yep.
You know, even if sometimes you can't understand what Cruz is saying, yo, hit me on the DM so I can school you because I'm saying something. You know what I mean?
And the not care thing too. Like, I don't mean it to even sound cavalier. It's like it hasn't stopped me from putting in 9 hours today, 8 hours today, 7 hours yesterday, 10 hours the day before, hundreds of hours getting the recording, doing this stuff, everything from logos, videos,
because you love it
constantly. Yeah, and so it's like it ain't like someone go, oh, I don't care, I'm not going to put in the work. No, right. I put in all the work because I honestly think it's amazing stuff. And I want to find people that think it's amazing stuff. And yeah, it would be very beneficial if there were hundreds of thousands of people who gravitated towards it and thought it was the greatest thing ever. But I literally don't care if nobody did like it. You know, it's not going to change me. It's not going to make me go, man, I really need to rethink my form. People all the time will come up to me, and all the time for the last several years, and they'll hear me rhyme at a show, or they'll meet me at a thing, and they'll be like, oh my God, like, yo, what do I got to do to make you, you know, like, why aren't you famous kind of stuff, you know, all the time. And I'm like,
yo, when you can ride
like,
this,
help it, promote it, do what you got to do. But I ain't trying to go out on the corner and just like be like, hey, look at me, you know what I'm saying, like 24/7. That ain't how I'm gonna get down. I'm gonna make the music, you can buy it. Yeah, I'm gonna market myself, I'm gonna promote myself, I'll come to your school, I'll do your show, blah blah blah. But I ain't gonna change the entire essence of who I am to try to get that up like a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Just go crazy on it. Yo, I want it to maximize, I want it to do everything it can. I'm not gonna take any shorts on it, not cutting any corners, but at the same time, if Bye Bye or Gravity or whatever the song is that people don't like, yo, I'm still gonna make another one just like it. You know what I'm saying? Because I like it. That's all I'm saying. You know?
Yo, my ad lib to that would be, it's the emotional roller coaster of the soul when you go up and down, right? If it goes up, it must come down, right? That's the philosophy of life. And what happens is, yes.
That's Newton.
Now, when you have two sides of those laws, which is basically the person that loves you and the person that hates you, the two sides, you cannot let either one of those sides pull you on a coaster. You have to stay even keel. You cannot ride that wave. So for me personally, and Pro, you probably seen it, I don't get excited over nothing, really. I might emphasize it like on the podcast, on the show when I need to, just to be me. But maybe the day I'm sitting next to a big deal and I see some real money, maybe I'll get a little excited, but I control it. You know what I mean? But I don't care what it is. I'm just, all right, this is great. It just means that what I've been doing and what I'm doing it for, because I love it, you're not going to impact my feelings at all. I'm going to stay even keel on this roller coaster that we call life.
Yeah. So this is my challenge. I don't say this openly.
Glad you're saying it now.
You are now, bud.
But so this is my challenge. And this is something that Elle talks to me about all the time, and Jay. Because what most people don't know about me is that I have an extreme level of being introverted. Like I only like to talk to people when I'm around people. But in most cases, I really just like to be in a corner where it's quiet and I'm not being bothered. I'm like, there's like a small room with a few people. That's me.
That is me.
And so like, but people don't know that because I have the ability when I'm in an environment with people to be extremely social. You know, I can engage people or I'm approachable, so to speak. But so that translates into like my craft. I've been writing since I was like a little boy. I've always loved writing. And so one of my struggles is I don't like attention. Right? But I love my music and I want as many people in the world to hear it. Like I don't like being around a lot of people. I don't like the whole social media thing is like a real challenge for me because I have no desire to be famous. Like just in my life. And me and my wife were just talking about people like Michael Jackson, how you meet people like that and they seem weird to us in the public, but they just want to be he just wanted to be a regular person.
Right.
But he was like this mega, like the most famous person in the world, and it made him act weird in public. And I feel that because I'm like, man, listen. I even cringe sometimes when I go places and people know me. And they're like, oh, that's so and so, so and so. And I'm like, nah, don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know
what, Fly? Like, let me tell you something. It's we all the same in this room, but life is like a weight bench, not no box of chocolates. It's like a weight bench, and you sitting down, and you either got no weights, 5-pound weights, or you stacking 45s.
Yeah.
And the stacking the 45 is that the president of the United States of America, and then us, the differential. So this person, she, hopefully one day is held at a high level because of where they're at, and they have so much pressure, an extreme amount of bench pressure. And they lifted it. So we know that we have to do what we have to do to make an impact on people. Because if we don't, we're gonna live with regret because we knew what we had to give and we didn't
give. Yep.
Right. So the difference is that some people just don't want to lift that bar and they want to keep it light, and that's fine. That has to happen. But for the few of us that can't sleep at night without putting that bar up and bringing it down and putting it up, that's the difference. And it's not much, but it in the long term it translates to a lot. Because I'd rather say, guess what, I died trying than saying, damn, I wish I would.
Undoubtedly. Yeah. Like Pro kind of explained it perfectly. But there'll never be a moment where it's like I'm not giving it my all.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, because I love it. Like and you know what's crazy? Like I genuinely love people. Like I could do.
Of course you do.
I could do music for free. One of the things that I'm really, really into is just like my heart, like as far as just like charitable contribution, whether it's time, effort, money, whatever it is, I can do that for free all the time. Like service is really like for me, it's ministry. You know, as rarely is it about me. You know, my life is often about other people. And like you said, that's that weight. I don't have no problem lifting it. It don't really bother me. I can do it. You know, as long as God continues to give me the strength and the grace, it's just I don't want the attention from doing it. You know, I know it sounds crazy. It's just like, but I got to do it. You know what I'm saying?
I never wanted to do, listen, pictures, videos. All J. Cruz wants to do is record his vocals on the microphone, and put it up. That's it. I don't want to be doing no videos, no pictures, but guess what? I know I have to, and that's
You
that.
gotta do it.
Gotta do it. And you have to. You either gonna do it and hate it, or you're gonna do it and learn to love it.
Yep.
Right.
That's
and reality
it.
is, you know what was funny, Fly, is I'll tell you what. You know, when I was like from a newborn baby to about 9 years old, I loved everybody. I moved to the city. I got soured, got jumped into the clique, got all that stuff, had all that hatred. I hated people for a long time.
Yeah.
If I didn't know you, you weren't family, you weren't with the same people I knew, I hated
We
you.
couldn't talk.
No. Right? And then later on, early 30s, that whole understanding of let me smile more. I remember I'm working at Shell gas station. Two scenarios. One, I'm working at a Shell gas station, and I'm like, 22. And this customer always came in. She said, "You should smile more. You're a lot more handsome when you smile." And I was like, "Thank you." And I started smiling. But then I was always ice grilling.
She hit you with the Kurt Franklin, man.
Yeah, she did for real. Then I'm in the drive-through, right? And I'm with this girl. And I order my menu, whatever, number one, super size with a Coke. Yo, give me that number, whatever, however I said it.
Yeah,
and she was like, "Yo, do you know how rude you just were?" And I had no idea. And I was like, "What? I was rude?" Not even knowing it, but I was. And when I thought back for the 10 seconds later, I'm like, "Damn, I was rude. My bad." So I was real nice to that lady. And from that day forward, I was nice to everybody at the register. I was always nice. And it was these little things that said, damn, I couldn't even see it. I was blind to it myself, and I'm not like that. So figuring yourself out, and what it is that when you separate yourself from the clique, this isn't for every clique, but when your clique is a bunch of hooligans and misfits, and you got no real leadership towards a good path, your root is destroyed. Unless you're the one that leads it out of that destruction.
Out of destruction.
Right? And it's like the couple moments in life is all it takes. But the quicker you get it to say, look, I'm a good person. I don't need to do. Drake says something. He's like, why do all y'all people look like you drank sour milk? I said, damn, that's a beautiful line. I love that. We don't have to be angry. Why can't we smile like Drake? Why can't we? He's smiling in pictures. Why can't we do that?
I officially see LD.
Oh, there he is.
There he is. What's up, LD?
You've been listening.
He in 720 now.
What it is?
Man, I'm listening to everything that you guys are saying. I've been moving around 3 or 4 different spots before I got situated. I just pulled back up at the house, and I got a lot to say, but it seems like my internet connection just keeps buffering, so I don't wanna. Everything keeps spacing out. So I'm here.
It's just like all my students, man. We just let it roll. They be like, "Yo, my internet, yo." I'm like, "Yeah, it's all good."
And again, for the people, man, we got Mississippi in the building. We got Freedom Corner label. My man LD.
Mississippi in the building. FCB in the building.
And to think that 20, 15 years ago, this would not be a possibility to have such a close connection with someone in such an area, right? So to just have this Abbey Hood, man, it's really,
man.
Really very.
Yo, you want to run a little bit of the most recent video, Jay?
Absolutely.
Definitely.
I missed it. Oh, and hold up real quick. Shallow, man, we got to have him back on because I was so disappointed I didn't even get to make it. Let me tell y'all real quick. So I had to pick my family up at Logan Airport, which is about 45 minutes from my house because they came back from the islands, and their flight came in at like 9, basically.
Oh.
They were in my car at 9:05. Then I get home, and Remy, my daughter, I know, right? My daughter was like super keyed up because I hadn't seen her in a week, and she was like not wanting me to let her go. So she was up till midnight with me, like wide awake, pouncing on me. I'm trying to shut her down. But I was like, it's funny because on my
Yeah.
wedding day, Fly was like, don't come on. But
Don't
wifey
come
was
on,
like,
bro.
wifey said, go, please. She would have. But for the day that my daughter didn't see me, it was like, wow, you know what? I had no remorse. I know
That's
y'all had a
different.
great time. Fly, seen you come in, and it was like no love lost except for the fact that I didn't get to see that and speak shallow day, man. You in the song branded in there, and you're legendary, man. And we're gonna have you back so I can formally say salute and thank you for everything you did. For real.
I was jealous.
But yeah,
I
play
was
that.
jealous. I was
All right,
jealous.
let's run a little bit. Let's see how this works out. Check it out.
Yeah. What up, Vegas?
What up, Boston, Mass?
Yeah. What up, Amsterdam?
Wingland in the DMV.
Yeah. The ties, the final five. Immaculately crafted in these halls, hieroglyphs. Born and translated, the vocabulary's obvious. Throw your arms later when the beats is the catalyst. Mind the.
Is that thing going real slow and not buffering fast enough? Oh, I got y'all muted. That's why you can't say anything. Sorry.
Yeah, it was lagging a little bit in comparison to the audio.
Yeah, it's way behind. I gotta let this thing build up or whatever. Let's see. This is not the final version, but Oh yeah, it's still dragging.
Yeah.
I just loaded it up, so yeah, we're gonna have to let that sit. We're gonna have to let that sit and marinate. We're not gonna be able to run that.
What up, Vegas?
What up, Vegas?
What up, Boston, man?
All of my drip, you should feed it the wind.
Yeah, it's like in super slow mo. Hey.
Check that out.
Watch his hip hop.
All right, we're gonna have to do what we gotta do to undo what we gotta do.
Hey, man, where's the link at for the IB Hood joint, man? Merch.
You talking about the where to get the shirts?
Yeah.
It's on. I gotta send you one for you, but the general one is on here.
ProfessorLyrical.com.
Yeah, if you go to ProfessorLyrical.com, it's under Pro Shop. So
Okay.
Go here. Yeah, I'll show you right here real quick.
Quo, you got to show us the hat collection one day, B. I'm peeping you. I'm peeping you out, B.
Quo's got
I had, what's unfortunate is I have about 30 that I don't have anymore, unfortunately. But I had a big collection.
right there.
Yeah.
And if you want to go get that $75 Excalibur Butter Messenger record right there. I put those up there too. Yeah, just put that. I maxed
That looks
it out.
exquisite.
15 of them maxed though. You can get
Very
the brand
much
name
so.
one a little cheaper. You can look at the difference. You can get Invasion for $9, or you can get XCal Remix for $40. XCal Original $75. You can get a CD for $10. That's a single for $5. You can get a book for $15. You can get
We
the
shopping,
album for
holiday
$7.
shopping, and it ain't even the summer.
Absolutely. You can get the shirts for $20, the hoodie for $40. Come on, man. All right.
Yo, and I gotta say too. So what we did on the outside of the logo with all the names, it's only the producers because we're gonna be, the features are on the album. That's why D Rightway's on there because he produces beat. But I was like, man, I'm flying on there. But I was like, that's why it's like that because it's just the producers.
Show the producers some love, man.
That's it, right out there. Yo, and talking about
P.S.
producers.
Perkins' name is too long.
Yeah, P.S. Perkins. I love what she did on that.
Yeah.
But Fly, you gotta get up with Genesis 7. Have you talked to him yet? Have I introduced you to Genesis?
Man, I've been on Instagram video chats with people, man, from the group. I don't even know who they were. I don't remember anyway. But
well,
I
I'll
know
tell you what,
me and Dietrich, we've been talking like every other day.
Oh yeah.
I hadn't had a chance to get up with DA, but the song, this feature I just got done recording, was Money Train with DA and Dietrich.
dope.
Yeah, Deatrice hit me up on the IB Hood album asking if I can drop a verse. And I was like, yeah, of course. Then he sent me the track. I'm like, man, please.
Jay, what's up with that track we did, the D Railway track? Have you heard the final version of that?
Oh, no, I don't think that's got any problem yet.
It's got any what?
I don't think it's been processed at all yet.
Okay. I haven't heard.
But we have the data. Yeah, that's gonna be dope. That's a dope record. I was gonna say too. Shout out to Genesis 7 Productions. My man, he just got a major promotion with Pepsi, and he's a VP in Pepsi. In his
Watch
come
out.
on now, that's
in his
unofficial. VP.
Hey, that sky blue is nice.
You feel the fire? I think the one Tim was saying with the us and black and white all out and the vibrant color, I think that could be the one.
I think he's wrong.
You think he's wrong?
How can the black and white one? You've shown that to like 7 people and nobody picks the black and white one.
Really? Which one they picking?
That's the artist. I mean, and keep in mind, I said that originally. I said, "Yo, it'd be dope if we have everything all color." Actually, I said it the other way around. It'd be dope if we have
black and white us
in the background. Yeah. But just a splash of color on us, man. I think is definitely the move. Like I don't.
Well, we got plenty of versions.
I mean, yeah, you got like 50.
The one that you posted, Jay, with the 5 different photos. The last one, number 5, it's got a lot of red in it. I like that one.
That was my favorite too.
Yeah, the last one, number 5.
It was the green one, and then it was the red one next to it.
It was number 5, yeah, and then the first one. The first one is the one with the red and the green. So 5 and then 1.
Was that on IG or Facebook?
That was IG. You posted 5 pictures in one post.
Oh, you posted them on your own post. That's what it was. I'm looking in the chat for it. I'm like, well, yeah.
So the one with the fire, like in the final fire, it's got the actual fire in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first. I like that one too. That's my favorite, but we had to make some adjustments, and that's kind of where it went off. But that's the one I initially wanted to go with.
That's my favorite.
It's so clean. Everything's on the wall. You know,
it's clean, man.
Yeah.
Let's look, shall we?
I think so. Yeah, I like the fire in the back. See, look at that. And you said it too, Pro. You're like, I just hope it will pass because our name's so small. So yeah. See, I do like that. That pops, but
there's a lot going on. But let's see.
You gotta hit the small. No, you gotta hit the small little arrow next to your knee.
Hold on.
Yeah, next to your knee. There you go.
So no.
Yeah, I definitely like 5 the best. Definitely.
No, I think that's a duplicate.
That's not bad. No, the green is no chance.
Yeah, see that one. I think that is. I agree with that last one.
He said the green has no chance.
I mean,
bro, what do you mean? Because it's fire, it can't be green.
Yeah, like why would you have fire here not match? I mean, if anything, you could make this a different color. You know what I'm saying? But you want final fire and green. That don't make any sense.
I think no. That's one more. That one right there.
That's it, bro.
Yeah, but it doesn't say ProQuo anywhere.
It says it right there by our feet.
Right there.
That's not going to cut it. That's not going to fly through the
I see what you just did there. I like the color scheme is better.
It's going to get rejected.
And the blue,
though.
The blue in your shoes pop.
It's going to get rejected from the cover people.
Yeah.
They're going to reject.
So maybe if I take this same thing and I add the fonts to this picture and I redo P.S. Perkins and I put ProQuo just like it is there on that first picture, that'll probably be it.
What's the problem with this one?
I think it's the color of the glasses on you in my shirt on the blues.
You realize this thing is gonna be so small, no one's gonna see it anyways. I mean, it's gonna be like
but I'm still. True, I'm down to the nitty gritty of it.
Well, I mean, then we just need to fix the glasses, then, really, right, or whatever else it was.
Well, I think if we took that last picture of us, right, and I cut it out, and I superimpose that over this good one, and put the ProQuo at the bottom. So basically, imagine the same thing with P.S. Perkins edited correctly and ProQuo down there like that. I think that would be the best version.
I actually like the raw version that had no effects on it and just throw the names on the wall too. That was my own.
Oh yeah, I know that was cool too.
I mean, it looked real. I mean, I always liked the original one.
Yeah, I got to see.
I might, I'm gonna do some. I'll do some more now that dude. I put the pressure on. Oh, we lost LD, but it's all good. We know he's there. I put the pressure on with the mixing. We got the whole 15 tracks, more or less all there. I got to do some fine tuning on some levels or whatever, but album's ready to go. I mean, we could release it as is right now. It'd be dope. You know what I mean? So a couple more edits.
Let's see if this video's loaded up enough. Let's see.
Yeah, that song playing in my head, man. You got to run that.
Let me see.
I can't wait to do
It's still too slow.
Yo, when we do that Freedom Corner video.
Let me know, man, so I can book that ticket, B.
Well, we might be coming to you, bro. I think that
don't come here. Yeah, well, you got to come here.
When I carry
yeah, you know that Freedom Corner line.
I'm just looking for an excuse to come up there.
Well, you come up here too. We do a little trip around 3 different places. You know what I mean, or 2 different places.
Yeah, you got to come. You got to come this way, man. Matter of fact, and y'all get to see Freedom Corner, the Freedom Corner.
Exactly. Right. Really get to absorb
the place on Mega Avenue.
Free from the corner. It's funny because when I think about that record, that's the first thing that comes up. Freedom Corner. Free from the corner.
I have another idea. Why don't we try it this way?
Pro's a tactician right now. He's figuring all out the digital stuff.
You seeing it?
Yeah. It's still lagging.
What up, Vec?
So on my end, it's playing. Well, let me start over.
Valiant effort.
There's too many people buying damn Dogecoin right now, man. You're not gonna catch up right now.
Yeah. All right.
But
I know, right? They buying Dogecoin up.
Man, they buying that shit.
It's definitely shout out again to City Limits, aka J Money, aka my real blood brother, for shooting the video. He was like, "Yo, because I got this little thing on Amazon. It's like you hold it like a steering wheel, and the phone goes right in the middle.
Yeah,
and it lets you do them smooth transitions and turns and all that. So that was a save, $20 or something like that. Magic.
Man, that's why we got to get together. Everything y'all said, I'm listening to, man, and I already know that we all on the same accord. That goes without saying, really. 90+% of communication is nonverbal, so it's really not even anything that we need to say at all, really. But we have to iron out the details, and everything that y'all may be lacking on one end or the other, we got down here, man. Like what you just talking about, gimbals. We got $1,500 gimbals, man.
Gimbals, cameras, everything. Light.
We got everything, man. Like
I would love to shoot the whole video of Mississippi. Really, I would love to do that. We could do some some backdrop just to show the unity or whatever. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I think we just unifying in Mississippi right at that Freedom Corner spot would be so dope to have the foundation of the video, and then we cut in all that extra stuff, the B-rolls from where we're from, maybe. But
I agree.
Having 3 levels.
I agree with that. The only thing that I won't necessarily say disagree, but I would definitely want to include and not miss out on is the fact that you all are from Boston, and a Boston, Mississippi connection that just came organically. I think that's so important. Yeah. If they gotta see.
Yeah, we shoot Boston. A few scenes here.
They gotta see that, bro.
Imagine the 2 baseline. The baseline footage for 2 baseline track footage. I don't even know how you would say it, but 2 full camera rolls in 2 different areas, being at Freedom Corner and then at the bridge in Boston, where you can see the city and having like different angles or whatever. But those are the two things that we crisscross in between, and it's all of us.
Well,
You
the
know what I
Freedom
mean?
Trail in Boston, which would be cool too.
And just
Be on the
just
freeway.
Oh,
mirror
yeah.
it. Like
could
you
be
get
walking
your
the
you
line.
get your best you get your best bridge shot. I get my best bridge shot. Just mirror it. Like that's the way to do it.
It'd be dope though.
Mm.
Walking the Freedom Trail. It's like a line on the street. Freedom Trail is like in Boston is like a tourism spot too, where you can, it's the Underground Railroad essentially through Boston, and it's kind of dope. So
Come on, man! I need an excuse to come to Boston, B.
check this.
I need it, bro. I need it too, bro.
We gone, bro.
Yeah.
How's that playing? Okay.
It's lagging still, but
What up, Vegas?
What up, Boston, Mass?
Yeah. What up,
Things like it.
Amsterdam?
Wingland in the DMV.
Yeah,
Why is that lagging?
ties, the final five.
yeah, it's still it's catching up a little bit.
Crafted in these halls, hieroglyphs. Born and translated, the vocabulary's
Your connection,
obvious.
though, Jazz.
Throw your arms later when the
Bad.
beats is the catalyst. Mind the word labor, retrace back to Abilis.
wonder
Got the old hater
why you
buying
see
back
it
in
all
my
the time.
establishment. Lit the torch, May 21st, 2020, bagging up your purse. Cause I hearse with a chariot. No dirt for my Harriet. It hurts, so I tally it. Finite things off the cross when I carry it. Primo suits in the booth, then I marry it. Kilos coop for a keynote activist. Trolls in the feeds, hide them, you test the accurate. You weak off the words, I take them to inhabitants. The front line with me, red dots on contaminants. Quotables over punchlines, call the ambulance. Atmosphere bright,
Expletives.
off the ambulance.
Hands and wrists stay lit with the amethyst. Been dripping the ambiance from the sconces with the candles lit. I can't riffs real quick like a hammer click. My mans and them come dumping a couple cans upon your canvases. Box cutters coming out, we're doing the candlestick. But winning the competition since before the drink get heritage. My fame is leverage, obtain all the extras. One expert still remains on except for the main expletives. I spit flames or you drain your main beverage. Skill level obtained and trained, your brain will hemorrhage. Just my average is so far from your maximum. Subtract them, even my math skills can't even fathom them. Difference between us is steep as elite geniuses. Trying to teach them cavemen to read what my recent thesis says. All in my drip, you should feed it through intravenous's. And watch these hip-hoppers come back to life with no weaknesses.
What up, Vegas?
What up, Boston, Mass?
What up, Amsterdam?
Wingland in the DMV.
The tour ties, the final five. What up, Vegas?
What up, Boston,
What up?
Mass?
What up, Amsterdam?
Wingland in the DMV.
Yo, you know we got P.S. Perkins in the house.
Why did this happen? Who created this wretched travesty passing itself off as life? How did it move from father to son, all sharing the same block on the block while doing time on the rock? Insouciantly regarding the world around him, long ago relinquishing his throne of royalty. Subjects scattered through global channels of shackled disbursement, swept away by kingly decrees of worthless worth, bearing generations of a golden birth, no longer able to retain, trying to maintain, struggling to regain knowledge, internalize, necessitating greatness. King.
Yeah, that lightning at the end. There you go. Now we're talking. I like how we ended that one. That was very nice.
Yeah.
That scratch at the end, bro. Dope.
Crazy.
What up, Boston, Mass?
Yeah, man.
Yes. Hey, boys, it's 11 o'clock.
Y'all let
at
us
night.
know.
It's a good,
Y'all
a good
let
way
us
to
know,
say.
bro, when
Oh,
y'all
we got some things coming up too. Definitely, it's coming soon. Next week we have my man Avrex, a brother I grew up with, part of a big movement, and doing a lot of stuff with Gangstar, Big Shug. Yeah, shout out Wolves, Crumb Snatcher. I'm gonna be calling him too, and we're gonna be chopping it up.
What up, Crumb?
Yeah, yo, we're gonna have some cool things coming up, and of course, my people, Yeah, well, you always getting that link. You the co-host. You know what I'm saying?
Ever not ill, not white, baby. Anytime
That's
I'm
right.
coming.
Yo, you know what's one last tip is the whole thing. So I have when I do my text messages, because I got so many going on, trying to scroll through them. I do the whole thing where, oh man, my thing's going through an update. I go and I hit the new note tab, and on that note tab, I type in fly, and you got two different things. So I was sending it to your iCloud. You told me, and
Bro,
I'm like, man,
listen. So I'm getting emails, right? From, and you know, the phishing and spamming is like on the elite level right now in 2021, right? So I'm getting emails from just a number, a phone number, and it's like weird. I'm like, this is spam. Like, this got to be spam. And then it's just like generic messages like, what you think about this? I'm like, this clickbait. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like deleting it the whole time, man. This quote hitting me because my other phone is linked to the phone that I use every day. And so, but the phone number isn't. It's just my cloud. I'm like, man, who is this?
My son's all over
man?
it, yo. He's all over it.
It was so
he's
crazy.
Like, that
man.
looks sus, daddy.
Yeah,
like, I wouldn't click that. He's like, that's a scam.
He said that's
he's over my back like this. That's a scam, daddy, right there. That's a scam.
Man, I deleted everything you sent me, bro. I was just deleting. I had no idea until you sent the StreamYard link, and I'm like, this got to be.
I know. I got to figure out how to delete it because I can't get that other contact out of there. So, but what I'm doing now is I'm literally going in and
I show quote of my friend request ads every week. Like I think they're all fake. You know what I'm saying? I got like 50 in the shoot at any one given time. I'll be like anywhere from 30 to 50 because I wait till I have free time and then I go through them one by one. I'm like fake.
Mm-hmm.
Delete.
But I'm
I don't know if y'all
because I don't want to make mistakes.
Can you see me right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, my computer.
Your connection's bad though. Your connection's been bad though. For most of the night.
I think it's the clouds hovering over us.
But
I think hey, my people,
because Shen's is working nice.
it could be. But again, man, my people, another week in the bag and a lot of progress. And LD, we're definitely gonna be talking soon on Monday. Actually, we'll chop it up, and I think we'll put a little conference call together, before the 15th, so we can kind of reconvene with everybody, let them know what's going on. But yeah, we got projects right around the corner being finished.
Yeah,
we're excited, man.
Yeah, me too, man. It's a great feeling having this come to fruition.
Cool. That reminds me.
Fly.
I got something to ask you before you jump, though. So when
definitely,
we hang out, stay back for a sec.
Yeah, definitely,
fellas. Holla at y'all, man.
All right, y'all.
Yeah. Right,
peace out, y'all. HipHopCitizen.com. Don Juan. My people, make sure y'all catch them on their show, Friday Night Live. And we'll see y'all next Friday. Peace out, y'all.
Yeah. And that's what they say on their show. Right there. Trying to promote them before we go. Trying to find their thing. Yeah.
Bro, I'm gonna hit you on Messenger after, I think, because my StreamYard service is not liking me at all right now. Bro.
All right. Peace, y'all.
I can't see now.